Today, we are going to dive into a single, incredibly powerful piece of ancient wisdom. It's an Arabic proverb that honestly gives us a profound lesson on how to find our emotional center, which is especially useful in a world that feels like it's constantly trying to throw us off balance. We've all been there, right? You get one nice compliment, and you're just walking on air for the rest of the day. But then, one person criticizes your work, and suddenly your whole day is ruined. It's this wild emotional roller coaster, and it's completely driven by what other people think. We ride that high of approval, and then we just brace for the inevitable crash of disapproval. But what if? What if we could just step off the ride completely? Well, this is where we can turn to a really old perspective for some help. It's a super simple saying, but inside it, there's a kind of blueprint for building genuine inner stability, one that doesn't depend on the constantly shifting opinions of the outside world. Okay, so here it is in the original Arabic. Just take a second to look at it. You can almost see the symmetry and feel the rhythm of the words themselves. It's just a beautifully constructed thought, even before you have any idea what it means. And here is the translation. The one who loved me didn't build me a palace, and the one who hated me didn't dig me a grave. It's so direct, isn't it? And so powerful. It just perfectly balances two of the most fundamental human experiences, being loved, and on the flip side, being hated. So, what is this proverb really telling us? To get to its deepest meaning, we've got to break it down into its two brilliant metaphorical parts, the palace and the grave. This isn't just some clever saying to hang on a wall. It's a practical mental model for keeping our emotions in check. So let's really unpack the powerful limits it's suggesting we place on how much influence other people get to have over us. Okay, so look at how perfectly it's split. First, on the left, you've got what we can call the lover's limit. Sure, praise feels incredible, but this is a reminder that it can't build you a palace. It can't become the entire structure of your self-worth. Then, on the other side, you have the hater's limit. Criticism, yeah, it stings, but it can't dig your grave. It literally does not have the power to destroy you or to end your story. And when you put those two ideas together, this single, really profound lesson just snaps into focus. It's all about finding that stable ground in between the towering palace of praise and the dark grave of criticism. So here it is. The core lesson is this. Don't be so easily swayed by how other people feel about you. This proverb gently points out how we tend to exaggerate the impact of other people's opinions. Their love isn't all powerful, and their hate isn't all destructive. The reality, almost always, is somewhere in the middle. Okay, so how does this ancient piece of advice actually apply to our lives today? In our world filled with social media and constant feedback and public opinion, well, it's arguably more relevant right now than ever before. This is the heart of emotional resilience. Your value isn't built by someone else's praise, and it can't be demolished by their criticism. Think of this proverb as your personal anchor. It's a reminder that your foundation, your sense of self, your worth, that's yours to build and yours to protect. The palaces and graves that other people seem to be offering, well, they're ultimately just illusions. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. This proverb gives us permission to take back the power that we so freely give to other people. It asks us to be our own architect and our own protector. And if you truly, truly internalize that no one can build your palace or dig your grave, a really fascinating question emerges. What then will you build for yourself?